This video guide will help you sign your student up for the J.T. Lambert Intermediate School Ski and Snowboarding Club. The first step is to go to jtl.esasd.net. On the scrolling window across the top, you will see our Ski and Snowboarding Club photo from last year. Click where it says click here to see club information. Under the club information, you will see the dates, you will see the different packages that we have available, and you will see our remind and essential things that you'll need for the different trips. To sign up, you're going to click on Sign Up Form. The video that you're currently watching, this is the video guide, but you're going to click on Sign Up Form. When you do, it will take you to this particular form, and I will explain this briefly. First, please type in your email address. Your email address is what we will use to contact you as needed throughout the season. Also, here is a list of different club program offerings. If your student is interested in going just the 5 times, you'll notice that this just gives them simple mountain access with a lift ticket only. This would be used if they already have their own equipment. You'll also notice over here that after December 1st, the price does jump several dollars for each of the packages that are offered here. So it's best to order your package, I would say, before Thanksgiving to make sure that we have everything paid for and situated. You can purchase a pass through Shawnee, through our program, up through December 15th. But after December 15th, we are unable to accommodate any more group sales at that point. So the 5-trip mountain access is the lift ticket only. If they need rental equipment, you can add 120 to that. That'll give them the rental equipment for the 5 times that they go. I would highly recommend that students that are new to skiing take a first-timer ski or snowboarding lesson. There are 4 of them. That gives them the basic information of how to stay safe on the hill. And that is very important, that they know how to carve, that they know how to stop, they know how to get in and out of their bindings, and how to turn on the mountain. Those are all essential things that are done in the first-timers package. The beginner hill ski or snowboard lessons, these are for people that may have done lessons previously, but they're a little bit more advanced in the fact that they will take students up onto the mountain and have them work on different carving techniques to make sure that they can stay safe while up on the hill with other skiers. Additional add-ons, we have a helmet rental. We do recommend that students have a helmet. It's not required, but recommended. It does help to lessen the likelihood of any possible concussion if they fall hard in the snow. Also, there's a meal plan. I would highly recommend this. The passes are handed out at the start of each ski trip. When we are taking attendance, that will guarantee that your student gets something to eat that night and you don't have to have them bring a credit card. Shawnee is a cashless mountain. If anything needs to be purchased, it needs to be done by a credit card. The meal discount plan, we actually hand them a pass that they swipe that will actually take care of their meal for the evening. There's also a parent or sibling club pass that can be used. And the student club pass, this is a great option for those students that go to the mountain more than just those 5 initial times. Some students like to start skiing when the mountain opens in November, and they like to continue to go not just on club nights, but on weekends in the afternoons and after school in the afternoons. So those season pass add-ons, the student club pass, this is a great option for those kids that like to go more frequently. And what's also new this year is the club pass rental. So if a student is in 7th or 8th grade, they're still going to grow. You don't want to buy them their own equipment yet. You can actually have the rentals at the mountain ready for them. They just go into the rental shop, and each time that they go, they can get their rentals and get out onto the mountain. It's a great way to save some money, especially if your student is still in the process of growing, and will definitely save you money long term. And it's a big convenience not to have to bring equipment to the mountain from another rental shop. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to start by selecting the homeroom. I'm going to sign my son up, and I am in homeroom 225. So all the homeroom teachers are listed there. I'm going to put in his first and last name. Now, there are two signature areas here. The first signature area is for them just participating in the club. So you need to sign the first one. Now, this year, which is new, the advisors, we end at 6 p.m. We used to stay till 8 p.m., but we are now only allowed to be there until 6. If your student wants to stay past 6 o'clock, sign here. This will basically say they do not need to sign out by 6 p.m., and we will not have them on our actual sign-out sheet. You can pick them up at your leisure. You set up the time with your student when you want to pick them up. We, as advisors, will be finished at 6 p.m. If you want them to sign out and not stay late, then you would sign, you do not sign this section here. This section up here indicates that you need to basically come and make sure you sign them out no later than 6 p.m. It requires you to come across the bridge and into the lodge to sign them out. This is something new that we are working with, but we want to make sure that the students get the most out of their passes. Students are able to stay until 9 o'clock because the mountain is open till 9 o'clock on the nights when we go to ski club. We need your phone number. Please put in a phone number in this format in case we need to contact you if there is an emergency of some type. A secondary phone number is always good, just in case we cannot get a hold of you. We can get a hold of another family member or somebody who you deem appropriate to make decisions about the care of your child. Now, with medical permission, we want to make sure that if there is an accident, that you give permission to Shawnee for their ski patrol to help treat the student, regardless of the injury. It can be just a sore wrist. It may be something where they cut themselves on, the ice a little bit if it gets a little bit sharp, and they need a Band-Aid. But in order for us to be able to have them treated, we need you to check off yes. If for some reason you do not want to check off yes, it is important that you call us and let us know, or email me directly at donald-toth@esasd.net. Please be aware, we try to make sure that our students are covered and can be treated, especially if the issue is serious. Everyone at Shawnee on Ski Patrol is trained, and they also will call the local EMT department to send an ambulance if that would be needed. Any medical conditions that your student has, please list here. This is kept confidential with the advisors, just so we know if they need to be taking any medication or if they need to be medicated after school for the evening. Now, here we're going to select the sport. This would be either skiing or snowboarding. And then we can select the package that we want to purchase. Now, for my son, I would prefer that he has the $225 season-long lift ticket. This, in my opinion, is the best value. And I'm also going to get him rentals through the mountain simply because he can go directly to the rental shop. He doesn't need to take the rentals home. They all stay there at Shawnee, and everything's ready to go when he shows up. So I'm going to do the season rental for him. And I'm also going to give him beginner lessons because he is new at snowboarding, even though he has skied before. This would be beneficial for him to learn some more skills about how to handle his snowboard on the mountain. These two buttons here, you can check these. If you already purchased a season pass, they're called the One Season Pass through Shawnee Mountain. You can click this. The student is still able to go with us, but they wouldn't be getting a traditional pass. And also, if you are an employee at Shawnee and your family gets to ski for free, if you check off on this box, it'll let us know that your student will be dropped off at the mountain. They can still participate with our club, but their pass will be coming from Shawnee Mountain itself. So if you would like to have a sports helmet rental, again, we do recommend that the students have a helmet. They have to wear at least a hat, but the helmet will protect them and also keep their head warm. So if you do want a helmet rental, just click yes. The discount meal plan, I believe this is the best way to make sure that your kids have an opportunity to eat on club nights. Transportation, my son, if he was a student here, would be taking the bus from JTL. You can also drop off at Shawnee. If you're dropping off at Shawnee, the student can meet us either at the Rock by group sales before they cross the bridge, or in the lodge to check in when they get there. Here you need to choose which grade level the student is in. So if my son was in 7th grade, I would check 7th, and then I would hit next. If you are a high school student looking to get a pass through Lambert, please check off the 7th grade. That is my particular club group, and I will handle all high school students. Also, if you have multiple students and you want to pay with one check, if you have a student, for example, in 6th grade and 7th grade, choose the 7th grade club. Choose the higher grade level club for payment and add both students into that same grade level. So we're going to do next. Here is the information that I need, specifically the club name, in this case, which is 407MV, and the password, which is 2026 member 407. So 407 is our group number. Those are the two specific things that you need. It does have a list of our dates here that we plan on going. You can call the tech number here if you are having any problems with completing the form. But I just wanted you to know that this link right here is where you would go. Now, before you hit that link, it's very important that you hit submit. You want to make sure that all the information that you just filled out is taken care of. But before you hit that, you need to make sure that you open up this link. You will notice that we have the form here, and we also have the Multi-Visit Club program website from ShawneeMT.com here. So I have the information off of here that I need. I'm going to hit submit. That will then be sent to our ski club advisors. So we know that your student is planning on participating, and we have a signed permission slip electronically that your student is going to participate. Under the Multi-Visit Club programs, you're going to go down to proceed with your multi-group program registration. Click on Begin Registration, and you have 10 minutes to complete this. You want to make sure you read and agree to these first few pages. It explains how everything works on Shawnee's end, and then you're going to continue to the portal. Here is where you will type in your club name, 407MV, and the password in this case is 2026. The 6th, 7th, and 8th grade groups all have different usernames and passwords. And yes, it does matter. If you have a 6th grade student, they should be signed up through the 6th grade portal. Unless you have multiple students in our program, then choose the higher grade level. Go ahead and click on Login. And then it says See Available Items. Click on that, and you can choose whether you want the Twilight Season Pass or the 5-week Club Pass. The Twilight Season Pass is what I would like for my son. So we know it's non-refundable. So the Student Club Season Pass. These are the rentals. So I'm going to get him a seasonal board rental. We're going to add that to the cart. We're going to go back to purchase another package. Ooh, I'm sorry. And we're going to add, we added that to the cart, so we can then go back one more screen using the back button and add in anything else that we need on here. And it looks like I don't need any other passes for right now. So I should be good with that. Okay, so we're going to proceed to checkout. And this is where you will not get an error, but this is also the space where you'll be able to do your add-ons. So this will pay Shawnee directly, and it will also give credit to our particular group, the JTL 7th grade ski club. So I just wanted to make sure that you were able to see what this all looked like. It's very important to make sure that you do hit submit, so you do get this message. And contact me if you have any questions. My email is donald-toth@esasd.net. Thanks so much for your interest in the program. We look forward to serving you starting in January with our ski club dates beginning Thursday, January 8th, 2026. Hope to see you on the slopes.